Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel, where in this one we are going to do a Warzone FPS boost. But first things first, I just want to thank you guys for the support on the last video I did. Yep, I just want to go into my friends list. No, some people, this isn't a lot, but I really do enjoy the support. I've been trying to get good videos out, but mostly my subscribers are just inactive now because I stopped uploading for the longest time. So I just want to say thank you guys for the support, and let's get right into the video. Alright, first things first, I want you to go ahead and search up power. Click on power and sleep settings. Click on additional power settings. Click on show additional plans if it's not already. And click on ultimate performance because it most likely will not be up here. If you do not have ultimate performance, that is okay. I will show you how to enable that. You will come down here, right click on Windows or press Windows X. And then you're going to want to click on Windows PowerShell Admin. And once that pops up, I want you to paste the code I put in the description. This will enable ultimate performance. Since I already have that, I am not going to press enter, mainly because of the fact I don't want to have it twice. So it's the first thing you're going to want to do. Second thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your game is installed on a solid state drive. If it is not, your game will end up running slower. If you do not have a solid state drive, I recommend that you do get one. Also, go ahead and launch your game for the next step. Alright, now that your game is open, I recommend that you open Task Manager, right click on Call of Duty, go to details, right click on it, set priority to high. This will increase your FPS by a good bit. Go back into your game, and now we're going to go ahead and change some in-game settings to help your computer out. So, first thing we're going to want to do, make sure your display mode is in full screen. Make sure your display monitor is going to be, obviously, the monitor that you're going to play on. I recommend if you have a higher refresh rate monitor, that you do that. Then, make sure your display adapter is set to your graphics card, because some people who are on laptops or just have their display just plugged into their motherboard, if your display is plugged into your motherboard, unplug it from that and plug it into your graphics card, and then set your display adapter to your graphics card. That will increase your frames. And if you're on a laptop, well, just change your display adapter. Then your screen refresh rate, you want that to be what the refresh rate of your monitor is. So if you have a 144 Hz monitor, click on that. Render resolution, do not mess with that. If you're going to change the resolution of your game, change the display resolution in general. Just whatever you want. The aspect ratio, that just depends on your monitor. If you have an ultra-wide monitor, change the aspect ratio. Mine is a native monitor, so I'm just going to keep it at 16:9. VSync, keep disabled. Frame rate, unlimited. NVIDIA highlights, disable that. And your texture resolution, this all depends. I haven't really changed mine. This is just what it's set automatically for me. I will probably just, depends on how strong your computer is. I'm just going to have mine at normal because I have a 1650, so I'm going to keep it at normal. Your particle quality, you may as well have it at low because it's going to keep your frames more consistent during like explosions and stuff like that. Tessellation, I'll recommend it at near. It's not going to, it's going to change your FPS, but it's not going to change it like drastically. But if you are still having frame rate issues, go ahead and set it to disabled. I'm keeping mine at near. Your shadow map resolution and just shadows in general, keep it at low and disabled because honestly, it's not a huge difference. So just keep that turned off. Particle lighting, I have mine at low because, again, it's not really needed. It does affect your frames. So I would just recommend keeping it at low. Ray tracing, this is for if you have an RTX graphics card. Keep it disabled because from what I've heard, this does affect frames. And I'm talking about from what I heard from friends. So, yeah. Ambient occlusion, just not really needed very much. So, keep it disabled. Anti-aliasing, I feel like is better when it is turned off. Yeah, there's more jagged edges, but I feel like the image is clear. It's not as blurred from them trying to make it so the edges aren't as jagged. Depth of field, disable, because you do not want any blur in your vision when you're playing just a first-person shooter in general. Filmic strength, to me it kind of depends on your if you have anti-aliasing turned on or not. If it's not turned on, set it to max to avoid any issues. World motion blur and weapon motion blur, keep it disabled. You never want motion blur in a first-person shooter. You want to be able to see everything the best possible. Film grain, to me this just depends. I'd say this is personal preference. It doesn't really affect your frames. So I'm just going to keep mine at 0. Go ahead and apply your settings. Then we are done in game. Now what you're going to want to do, come down here, open your settings, go over to gaming, turn your game bar off, go down to captures, turn background recording off, go to game mode. If you have a Windows version below 1809, turn game mode off. And if you want to know what your Windows version is, just search up WinVer, and you can view it right here. And if you want to update your computer, just go to Update and Security, check for updates, and update your computer. But yes, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Of course, if you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know what game tutorial you want me to do next. If I can, I'll do it. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.